It's Brighton, it's hot, and it's probably about 11 o'clock if I forgot what the time is, but it's after 10 anyway. It's been a baking hot day today. At the moment, it's very sticky, very hot. And I remembered something today that I was going to do a video about, and it's a bit wacky. Sorry about these. I'm not wearing sunglasses. These are actually glasses. They're meant to be react to light, and they're not reacting to the dark. Never mind. So, a friend of mine made some orgonite, and we made quite a lot of it actually. And I've got it scattered around the place, and if you put it near a plant, it goes bananas. It really does work in certain. I'm still not absolutely au fait with what it does, but it seems to have a good result with plants, and it's meant to be good for cutting down microwave, etc. Anyway, what we was trying to do, I'll take these off actually, I don't need them. We was trying to get them sold in Brighton, so I was taking them around to sort of different art shops and things like that. And there's one particular shop I went to, and it was in Kensington Gardens in the North Lane in Brighton, and it's an old like Red Indian artifact shop, that sort of thing. And excuse me, I went in there, and there was this really rather beautiful girl behind the counter, a bit smaller than me, which is pretty small because I'm only 5'6". But we just engaged, and we talked, and she was interested in the orgonite. She said that she didn't have anything much to do with the shop, but she was given a part-time job, and also she was looking after the shop for the guy and the lady, and they were out or something, but he did say to her, because she just split up with her boyfriend and needed a place to stay, that she could leave her stuff in the shop that night. That's what we got around to talking about. And she even showed me, I remember looking towards the door at the back of the shop. Oh right, yes, and she goes, there's a little door through there and I can leave my stuff there. So anyway, I asked her a name, and she gave me her phone number, and her name was Agartha. Agartha. I thought, that's a pretty name, that's unusual. And I said, where are you from? Are you from, like, seemed a bit Eastern European. And she sort of skirted that subject a bit, so I still didn't know where she was from. Anyway, it didn't matter. And we said our goodbyes, and I came home. And the next day we met and went for coffee, had a really good chat, and didn't talk about anything in depth. We was talking a lot about sort of university type things and the sort of things that you talk about when you meet a like-minded soul. Talking about the way the world was changing, talking about the control, all of that sort of thing. But mainly she was very, very interested in beauty and nature, and the way that we were living against it, and we agreed that it's, you know, there's a right way to live and a wrong way. We were sort of, it's like planing a bit of wood the wrong way, and that's what it felt like we were doing as a human race. Excuse me. Time went on, we met another couple of times, always good at talking, really good. Obviously wasn't going to be any romance. She was quite a lot younger than me, probably about 10 years. And I'm not into that anymore, I haven't got another one in me. So, about a week went past, and she said she'd get in touch, and she didn't. So I left it for another week, and then I went back to the shop where I first met her. And I said to the guy behind the counter, "Is Agartha in?" He went, "What? Who?" I said, "Agartha, the girl that was looking after the shop for you." He said, "No one looks after the shop for us." He said, "We wouldn't let anybody else look after it." He said, it's said, what do you mean? You got the right shop? And yeah, I got the right shop. And I said, well, she was behind the counter one day. He went, and his wife come in and she went, what? I said, yeah, she was behind the counter, and I told them the story about, moving and letting the stuff there, and they just, and they were really genuine. They just went, look, you've either got the wrong shop or there's something really weird going on here. And when I think about it, when we first met, it was all a bit surreal. It was a very hot day, one of those hot days where you've been lugging yourself around and you're sort of like a bit in between, sort of you're a bit zoned out, not very grounded, just letting the sort of like day take you and blow you which way it will. And we had some really, really sweet conversations, really lovely. But she didn't exist. They didn't know her. And I met her in that shop, and they had no recollections of her at all. They said they've never ever let anybody else run the shop apart from the husband and wife, or husband and girlfriend team, and one other lady that had been there for years, and they knew her inside out, back from. Agartha. Well, as she called her name, it was Agartha, and she called herself Agartha. And it is the name for, as probably lots of people know out there, Middle Earth. The other world that lives underneath, subterranean, our world. Your guess is as good as mine. I guarantee this is absolutely God's honest truth. And where'd you start theorising on this one? Oh well, perhaps she was living in Middle Earth and coming to see what it was like on the outside. Perhaps she had a mission to do. Perhaps she had a fact finding, whatever. You can go on making it up, can't you? But cuts long story short, I met a girl in a shop who was looking after the shop. Met her quite a few times. Had great fun. Had great conversations. And then I was told that she'd never been there. So I'm going to start doing some research now into Middle Earth. It'd be a lot safer, wouldn't it? Dodging about on this planet at the moment. Missing the old Satan missiles. Anyway, just a little thing. I just thought I'd record that because, just for my own sake, just for posterity. Thanks for watching if you have.